Arrowhead of the National Park Service, Little Rock Central High School National Historic Site, Jefferson Thomas, the first day.
A group of the students have been met by some ministers who were blocked down on Park Street from Central, and they wanted to pray with us and
Do you remember who any of those ministers were?
No.
Okay.
I just remember saying my minister was not there.
And who was your minister?
Maureen Webb Williams. He was at 11th Street, Arch Street Baptist Church. And I thought he would have been there, but he wasn't, because he was a member of the Ministerial Ministers Alliance.
Ministerial Alliance.
Yeah, he was a member of that alliance. And so I thought when they said they would be there to walk to school with us, that he would be there. But he didn't show up. They felt that if you were in the mob and you saw your minister, your pastor there, that you would be less likely to want to do something violent or crazy or against the scriptures, because, you know, that would have a common effect. Their presence would have a common effect. The fact that they would know these people, they would know these mob members, they could keep them calm. Well, the way it happened, these mob people really were from out of town somewhere else, like the governor had said. You know, they didn't recognize any of their members there, didn't know anybody. And because they were with us, and then the news reporters and everybody behind them trying to stick cameras and microphones in our faces, we didn't realize what was actually going on in that mob.
Sure.
You know, I could hear the noise, the name calling and stuff, but I didn't know that people were getting knocked down with sticks and bats and bricks and all that, and kicked while they were down. I didn't know that until I got home. My mother was on the front porch crying when we pulled up, and she just grabbed me. You know, I couldn't get out of her clutches for maybe 3 or 4 minutes. She was just holding on to me, happiness, and I couldn't understand why she was so upset. Then we went into the house, turned the television on, and I saw all these people get beat up on television. And, you know, it turned out that there was a barrier of news people between the black students and the mob. And the mob was beating up these news people, trying to get to us, but they never did. And that was what protected us that first day, was the news and the personnel trying to, you know, to get a story, I guess, or get pictures. And I didn't realize it was so dangerous. The crowd was so mean and violent until I got back home. So again, I started thinking, well, the ministers met with us. None of us got hit. We got away safely. Didn't even know what was going on until we were safely home. I said, it must be a sign from God. So if he's with me, it's all right, I can go back tomorrow. Because nothing can happen to me. You know, I'm like a Superman. You know, I can go up there, and if they throw at me, they'll just miss.
Arrowhead of the National Park Service, Little Rock Central High School National Historic Site, with accompanying social media handles and logos.